I'm in the rugged Highlands of Scotland with Julien, Iona and their baby Leon.
Morning, Iona. Morning, Leon.
Aww.
How are you?
Good. Do you sleep well?
I slept very well, thank you.
Hopefully better than Mister.
Oh, morning, everyone. Hello, hello, everyone. Right, okay, dogs. Breakfast's up.
Today, I'm helping this young family with a host of jobs across their near 10,000-acre working farm.
This is the way to travel.
Yeah. It's the only way I travel.
I'm quite impressed that you can open a gate on a horse.
This one especially, because it's stick. I'll do as many things as I can with these.
So I'm surprised that they rely on the rather old-fashioned method of horseback when it comes to rounding up their livestock.
Presumably for you, this is what it must all be about, being on a horse, working with your dogs, animals here.
Yeah.
Do you feel more connected almost to this wilderness here?
Yes, definitely. Just the dogs, the horses, they all go at the same pace. And you can go with them, you can feel the animal. I'm sure if you're on a quad bike or a Land Rover, you just don't know what's going on in the animal's head, but you're on the same level as them with riding an animal as well.
Before the harsh winter descends, the couple bring all their animals in from the exposed hills.
Come on, up, 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 up.
And it's giving me a glimpse of what their life here is all about.
Ah! Gone!
With just the two of them doing all the work so far from civilization, I'm already impressed at how capable they seem. As we travel through neighbouring land, herding the cattle, this must conjure a sense of nostalgia for Iona.
Having this as your playground as a child must have been heaven.
Yeah, definitely. It was lovely. And the space and freedom that my parents definitely gave us, maybe because they were working hard and didn't notice that we were waiting on the other side.
Given that the cattle are being moved from one place to the other, that was part of your whole childhood, this
Yeah.
whole movement of livestock.
Yeah, and traditionally as well with the droving, back in the old days.
Does this make you feel like a young girl again then?
Yeah, always.
How old were you when you did your first cattle drive?
Probably a few months old.
Wow. So how far are we actually taking the cows now?
All the way to the end of the driveway.
Any idea how long that's going to take?
No, I don't have a watch.
You're not?
No, never know. I just go and see what happens.
Oh,
And
really?
hopefully I'll get home before dark.
Fingers crossed. Do you carry a torch just in case?
I should do. But you know what? The ponies see in the dark.
Yeah?
So, honestly, and I've got my whiter dogs and I can see them too.
I love that.
Come on, up, 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 up. Hey, up.
Farmers have been droving cattle through these mountains for centuries.
Up, up. Up.
And even though I've only known Iona for a short time, I can sense her fondness for living this bygone way of life.
This is so beautiful here. What amazes me is that we still have kind of wild areas like this in the British Isles. The fact that you can still drive cows on horseback is magnificent.
Up. Up.
The very landscape that surrounds us feels like it's forgotten in time, and I get the impression that's exactly how Iona wants it to remain.
Are you guys the lairds of this land?
I prefer to think of myself as a steward of looking after the land for future generations. It's not so short-sighted as thinking it's anything to do with me.
Their role is to look after all of this. A lot of people might see this and be terrified. All those animals you're responsible for, dogs everywhere, a young child, having parents that worked incredibly hard on the farm with the skills she then learned at such a young age meant that she could then embrace this as a new mum, as a very young farmer, and still love it.
I've spent the past week on this scenic Scottish farm, but it turns out I've still not been introduced to everyone.
So who are these guys?
Morissette and Guyette are two.
Morissette and Guyette.
Yeah. Very small compared to what we were expecting when we bought them. Micro pigs.
Yeah. As in you wanted big pigs?
Yes, and we got little ones.
It's the opposite for lots of people who buy micro pigs hoping they're going to stay small and they grow very large.
Yes.
Since arriving, I've admired Iona and Julien's humility and work ethic. But I do wonder if they ever have doubts about the life they've chosen.
Do you guys never kind of just think, I wish we could just take a holiday and have a break from all of this? Because it feels to me, what I've seen so far, is that it is kind of relentless. And you've got a young child as well to add into the picture.
We try and take time off and go to bothies and, do other things that don't cost money, or we can get away for short periods, micro adventures.
I'm wondering, so with the money you do earn from the farm, there must be a pressure of keeping up the finances to keep on top of the maintenance and everything that comes with it.
Yeah,
it's a big place to look after, that's for sure. Every time you do something, the bills are huge,
Do you have a whole list of things that at some stage you need to do? Like looking at do you think we're going to have to spend some money to repair the road at some stage? We're going to need to do new fencing, we're going to need...
And then you have to decide which one works and which one doesn't and which one's priority over all that.
How long is your list of things that needs to be done?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's more of a book than a list.
Is it like the painting of the Humber Bridge as soon as you get to one side?
Exactly.
That's
It's like the road,
business.
yeah. By the time you filled up all the potholes, you can start again,
But you both say this with a smile on your face. So despite the relentlessness of it and what a lot of people would find a pressure, is it worth it?
Definitely. Well,
Oh,
I
100%.
do think it's also with together. It's so amazing to have each other to help each other on this one and the projects we do.
This part of Scotland has a lot of large estates. Most of them are owned by very wealthy individuals. This is a young couple. They're not flush with cash. They might have all this land, but this is a classic case of land rich, but money poor. But this is also a couple that love what they do, like really love it. They've obviously put a huge amount of work, money, blood, sweat and tears into this over the last few years. They really are therefore investing in theirs and Leon's future.
As it's my last evening, we're taking a break from work and heading to the coast to go diving. It's one of Julien's favourite pastimes and a reminder of his youth growing up by the sea.
It's just, it's such a nice way to relax, Yeah. It's like once you're in the water, you just forget about everything,
Any preference for dinner?
Yeah, if you could get scallops, that would be amazing.
Underwater, I can sense how at ease Julien is. It feels like a snapshot of his previous life and a reminder of the journey he's made from coastal France to the mountains of Scotland.
Ben, do you want one?
Yeah. Wow.
Good?
So good. That's cooked to perfection, by the way.
Perfect, yeah.
What do you think, Leon? So what about the future? Are you guys planning to stay put? Are you hoping that Leon will follow?
That would be lovely.
But what happens if Leon says, I want to go to Paris?
Well, yes, fair enough. I'd be gutted, but that's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just can't fight it.
Are you guys proud of what you've achieved so far?
I'm pretty proud of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but yeah.
Just a nice life-work balance and, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with what we've got.
And it's such a nice...
Proud of these two, look, that's something we made, isn't it? Yeah. Proud
Right.
of that, yeah.